Who's in the kitchen with Eileen? Who's in the kitchen with Eileen? Who's in the kitchen with Eileen? It's fun food for kids with Miss Eileen.
Hello everyone, welcome to Shaler North Hills Library and Fun Food for Kids. Today you're going to make a strawberry bunny. These are nice cute little desserts that you can make.
Yum.
And you will need assistance from your adults, okay? So a parent, adult, guardian, whatever. So what you're going to need today, and I did a little bit of pre-prep for this. I have these nice clear decorative cups, got them from the dollar store, so nice and cheap. I put some strawberry jello in the bottom of this with some mini marshmallows, okay? Let that set. Then you're also going to need a couple of slices of pound cake, large and small marshmallows, strawberries, mini chocolate chips, Cool Whip. I have pink sugars, and in this bowl here this is grated white chocolate. So it came in a bar like this as white almond bark, okay? And I just broke it up into a square and used my grater to get it nice and fine that we're going to add that, okay? So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to take our cup. We're going to start with our strawberries. Now, on this, we're going to put some strawberries, and it may work and it may not work. We're going to slice some strawberries with a sharp knife so your parent or adult can help you. You're going to make a couple of horizontal slices in the strawberry. Okay, and these, if they'll cooperate with you, you're going to place on the side of the jar of your glass. Since they're wet, they should adhere. Okay, so that's what you're going to start. And I don't want to tilt glass because I'm sure that they'll fall off. Once you do that, then you're going to be ready for your pound cake. So you're going to take a slice of pound cake, and with a knife, I'm going to cut it in half and then cut them in squares, almost like bite-sized pieces. Going to need at least 2 slices that I know of. We may need a third slice of pound cake. So we're going to gently drop them into the bowl, into your little cup here. And with adding that into the cup, I'm going to take some Cool Whip and drop small dollops, little spoonfuls on top of the pound cake.
Is this a little bit like a strawberry shortcake bunny?
Yes, exactly, Miss Rebecca. It's basically you're making a strawberry shortcake. It's in a fancy cup, but it's going to look like a bunny.
Oh!
Okay? So I thought that was cute.
I think so too.
So I'm going to add a little bit more Cool Whip to this. Now, what the recipe does call for, the recipe calls for one of those snowball, Little Debbie snowball cakes or Hostess cakes. Unfortunately, I could not find any, and I stopped at 3 stores. So, whenever I taught cake decorating out at Michael's years ago, I would always tell my students, if plan A fails, go to plan B. What's plan B? Give me 5 minutes to think what plan B is going to be. So we're doing Plan B today. So what we're going to do is, instead of that snowball cake on top here, which that was covered with coconut, we're going to use a large strawberry. So I'm going to take the large strawberry and I'm going to pull off the green section of it. And this is going to go down on top of the Cool Whip and the cake. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ice this with the Cool Whip. So I'm just going to spread the Cool Whip wrapped. And I'm sure everybody loves Cool Whip. I know in my house at Thanksgiving, when we have pumpkin pie, I think there's more Cool Whip than there is pie. So I'm just smoothing this, and I'm using a spatula to smooth this. On the strawberry. Okay, so now for our backdrop, I'm going to put a couple of slices. Now, these are not horizontal slices, these are going to be vertical slices. So again, you're going to need your adult, someone to help you with the knife to make a couple of slices. And you're going to place this along the back end here. Just slide them in the back of the cup. Okay, then the one step, since we don't have the little Debbie cake that I forgot before, but I had to go back, is in order to make it look like fur, you're going to do the grated chocolate. So I want to show you how to do it. This is the chunk of white chocolate. And I'm not going to do all this because I don't need a whole lot here. So this is the grater. So this is the large part is the shredder. This is the slicer. This is the grater. So I'm going to have this down in the bowl. And then here again, you have to be careful because you don't want to scrape your fingers or your knuckles. And you are just going to, with an up and down motion, you are going to grate that chocolate. And what ends up happening, if I turn that over, you see all that chocolate on the back of the grater there. I'm just going to take that, put that in my bowl and tap that excess off. Okay, so there you have your white chocolate. So what we're going to do with the white chocolate so that it will look like bunny fur is holding this over my bowl. I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to just gently cover the Cool Whip, coating that. Okay, so you have nice, not only the sweetness of the Cool Whip and the cake and the strawberries, you're going to have white chocolate all along with that.
But and it's good for you because they're strawberries.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. So now, of course, what our bunny needs is our bunny needs eyes. So I have 2 mini chips, mini chocolate chips. We're going to poke in for our eyes.
How cute.
Then our bunny needs ears. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a large marshmallow. Here again, an adult can help. I'm using a sharp knife. What I did was I took some Pam spray on a paper towel, and I'm wiping that off on the knife so that hopefully it'll, I'm going to say, grease it a little bit so that it won't be as sticky whenever I slice the marshmallow. So I'm going to take a diagonal cut of the marshmallow. And then, of course, the bunny has pink ears. So I have pink sugars here. I'm going to dip that in the pink sugar to coat. And you want to do this right whenever you cut it because that's nice and fresh and that'll be sticky. And then we're going to poke his ears in and do the second ear. Now then to finish it off, it needs just something little. So as a garnish, and the garnish just means to make it a little bit fancy, you're going to take a strawberry, leaving the green stem part on, and you're going to make a slice in that strawberry, and then on that slice, you're just going to slide that on the lip of the cup. And there you go. You have your strawberry bunny.
Oh, it's so cute.
Isn't that
Very
beautiful?
cute.
So a nice little snack dessert.
Yep.
For Easter.
Fun little creation to make.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss Eileen.
You're welcome.
Fun Food for Kids is brought to you by Kid Activists, Mondays at 6:30, Greek Mythmania, Wednesdays at 6:30, and a grant from Dallas, Texas.
And we are back.
Oh, well, while you are enjoying your strawberry bunny snack here, or strawberry shortcake, I'm going to read a cute little story called Bunny Overboard. It's all hands on deck. Would you like to sail away with me? Let's get underway. But where is the wind? Let's look around. Where's the wind? Maybe you could make some. Would you please blow into the sail? Everyone blow. Ah, thank you. Now what? Maybe you can rock the book back and forth to make waves. Woohoo! Can you rock a bit more? Oh, wow. Oh, look. Uh-oh. Steady as she goes. Bunny overboard. Quick, stop rocking the boat. Look at that. The boat's upside down. Where's the bunny? Watch out! Kerplunk! Whew! Maybe we better stop here. I'll just grab my gear. We might spot something interesting. Look, he's missing the seal over here. Say it with me. Ready, set, buns away. What will we see? Oh, what's this odd rock? You touch it. Hello, octopus. Would you wipe the ink away so we can see? Look, here's a friendly fish. Would you give it a pat hello? Oops, we didn't mean to scare you, Blowfish. Let's float on. What do you think we'll see next? 7 seas, a shipwreck. I see someone. Who's there? You! Not if I dare you. We startled the fish. Let's go in. A shell. Would you tap to see what's inside? It's a pearl. What a treasure we found. I'm ready to be high and dry. I see the boat. All aboard! Anchors away. Would you help me blow wind in the sails one more time? Take a deep breath. Thank you. And let me know if you see any other animals on the way back. A seal? Where is it? Where is it? There you are. I'm so glad we found one another. What a great day at sea. Now it's time to cool down with some carrot lemonade. And here's one for you. Let's say instead of a carrot lemonade, you have a strawberry bunny stack.
Thanks, Miss Eileen.
You're quite welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.